Okay, Molly, talk to you later. Okay, Dad, you too. All right, good night. Good night, Dad. Love ya. Love you too. Okay, bye. Bye. This is the ending conversation me and my dad had every Tuesday and Thursday night after he got done talking to my sister. In my speech, I'll be talking about how my dad was such a great role model and inspiration to my sister and I. There are three main characteristics you get to hear about my dad, and there are he hated getting all the attention, or all the attention on him. He was a hardworking man, and he took care of what was important to him. My dad hated getting all the attention. If I could ask him what his least favorite day of the year was, it would probably be his birthday. Even though every year he asks for no presents, my sister and I still get him one, even if just a card with a gift card in it. He was still thankful for my sister and I to come home every weekend to visit. That's all I really ever wanted, was for me and my sister to come home every other weekend. Like I said, he hated getting attention, but there was at least 2 days a year that he felt honored to be a dad, and that was Parents' Night. He made sure he would be at every single Parents' Night. He was proud to walk up with his daughter even though everybody was looking at him. He worked his hardest at everything he did, even if it was just frying fish. Cooking was one of his favorite hobbies, along with gardening, hunting, and fishing. He owned a carpet business, and he worked so hard at it, and he did such a great job. And he also loved going to work with his best friend / co-worker. He worked and worked as much as he could, so he could save up to get a pickup that he eventually got. He loved planting and eating vegetables, and even though he hated taking care of peas, he still planted them because he knew that I liked them. Everything he worked the hardest at wasn't even for him. It was for everyone he loved and all of his friends and family. Earlier this volleyball season, I landed on my foot wrong and I hurt my ankle. Usually my dad leaves right after the games because I'm usually the last one out of the locker room and take the longest. And he doesn't like driving at night, so he just leaves and calls me later that night. But this time he stayed until I got out of the locker room, and he walked me out to my car and everything, brought my stuff out, and I felt really loved because he usually leaves. And after that, probably a week after that, he called me every night and every morning, and all day long he texted me and wanted me to send pictures of it in case it wasn't healing right. And yeah, I just really felt loved. Another thing he worked hard at was his garden. He took care of his garden like it was a third daughter. He checked it every morning before work and every night after work. He was on his hands and knees all day, 7 days a week, and he still comes home to take care of that garden. After he's done taking care of his third daughter, he calls his other two daughters to see how their week is going. My sister and I went through a great change so quickly, but we will never forget how great of a dad he was to us. My dad was a basic guy. Sometimes that's all you need. The days that are meant for him will always be for him. And yes, those days weren't his favorite, but those days now are the ones we celebrate his life with friends and family. He worked hard for the things that were important to him, and like his two daughters and his so-called third daughter. I know there's always going to be a void in my life, but this void has made me stronger. I know he is always watching, even though he is not here through the good and the bad. I know he is always watching over me, and I know he is proud of whatever decisions I make through my life, even when they're bad. I can still remember his one-armed hug and a kiss on the head whenever I do something good, or I just want to show his blessed daughter that he would always love her no matter what. Thank you.